Hello, hello, hi, gigpreneur. What is going on? Welcome. Happy Tuesday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. My name is Sean Zimi, and I help folks with a job to start a side gig online and use social media to grow it. What's happening? If that is you, drop the word me in the comments, and I got you. What's going on? Got a cool little, fun little segment for you tonight. Many, I would say, that have seen the movie Gladiator. And if you've seen the movie Gladiator, drop a one in the comments. And sneeze coming. I sneezed. My dad always say, "Let it out, let it out." And of course, I don't. Anyway, if you've seen the movie Gladiator, drop a one in the comments. I've probably seen that movie. Not gonna lie, probably 3 4 times. Such a good movie. I actually did one of the scenes. I did a skit as one of the scenes, and where he says, "My name is Marcus Aurelius." Um, just a just a cool little scene. So but do you know how this whole gladiator thing started? It actually didn't start as this vicious game, if you would. It actually started when a noble person died, and his sons, in the dad's honor, put up a small fight. Just three men were fighting in a cattle market, and they were showing their honor and power to the family and respect to the the family. So this kind of caught on, and it became a thing. When somebody would die, they would actually have little private fights, and it kind of grew, and it kind of got more vicious, and they were showing off to each other because the wealthy got involved, and the wealthy were doing this as somebody died in their family, and they wanted to show more power and more fame and respect. So even when all this spread out, it even spread out to the elites, and they saw this as an opportunity. The bigger the fights, the more vicious and more bloody the fights, they would gain more power and more fame. So this kind of caught on to the Roman Empire and said, well, why don't we capitalize on this? And what they did, they started these gladiator games. And because when the funerals kind of spread, crowds were kind of gathering up. They would hear about these spots, and they would come up and watch. These used to be private events, and now we got a gathering. So even the Roman Empire, it's like, well, why don't we take advantage of this? And so when they started to do this, it was kind of like a way to take the people, their concentrations, their thinking off what the emperor was actually doing, and get their minds involved in more of the game, if you would. And it just became more bloody and more vicious as time went on. And it wasn't until Christianity came on and wiped this gladiator game off and said, this is inhumane, this is just dumb, and wiped it off. So it all started with just kind of celebrating, if you would, a noble man's funeral, and it led to some very, very vicious game. And so I'm glad Christianity hit the spot, if you would, and kind of wipe that out. So that was a little background on these gladiator games. Um, I thought that I kind of spice it up tonight and not talk about the usuals, but I thought I'd spice it up tonight. So um, thank you for joining in. Thank you for all your texts and chats. A few of you send me texts and chats and let me know that you're praying for me. Let me know that you're thinking about me. You're asking me how I'm doing. That kind of makes me feel good. I'm not gonna lie. That does feel good, and I really appreciate that. A couple things. I appreciate you keeping me in your prayers. Um, one is obviously my health, and and two is I feel like my stuttering has really increased over the past few months, and it's something that I have worked on pretty much all my life, to have under control and not to let kind of disturb me, if you would. So, hey, if you could pray for that, that would be awesome. That's awesome. And so that I receive my healing, you know, and I'm grateful. I am grateful. So, with that, hopefully, you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value. I appreciate you. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback below. If you're not following me, hey, I mean, let's go. You can find me on all channels: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X, LinkedIn, Threads, and I go with a side gig Sean, and you can find me everywhere. With that, if you feel like this is worthy of sharing, if you know somebody who has got to hear this, tag him to this. Let's go already. Tag him, share it, and let's go. With that, I am Sean Zimi, and I help folks with a job to start a side gig online and use social media to grow it. If you're serious or curious, drop the word me in the comments, and I got you. Let's go already. Let's do this. With that, I am signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love.